Hello and welcome to Whiz Junior. My name is SJ.
Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Angela. All right, so SJ, I wanted to impart some wisdom on you and everyone out there. Often people compare life to a marathon, and all you really need is confidence and perseverance to pretty much get through any obstacle, right?
Yeah, that's right. You know what? I think it also applies all here in Whiz Junior as well. And you really can't give up, right? We always say it ain't over till it's over. Take it one question at a time, and by then, you'll be able to finish the race as a champion.
That's right. So confidence and endurance, some sound advice for our 16 contestants. In fact, why don't we go ahead and meet those 16 contestants right now?
All right, I can't wait to meet our contestants, and we're going to start things off with our first team here. First off, hailing from Seoul's Dunchon Elementary School, introducing All for One with Yeoyun Hanso, Yewon and Chungwoo.
Go! Dunchon Elementary!
Next up, from Seoul Wolcheon Elementary, here is Team Alpha students with Yoongyung, Yoonsung, Eunso, and Jungwon.
Alpha students fighting!
All right, our third team here. This is Team Beat from Wonil Elementary School with Youngso, Shiun, Yeonu, and Minso.
Between English and Art House team, we are Beats!
And finally, hailing from Cheonggu Elementary, introducing the Fantastic Four with Yoonsung, Yoonyoung, Jae-woo, and Joo-ho.
We are the Fantastic Four!
All right, 4 teams, 4 schools, and 16 competitors here on Whiz Junior. Let's jump right into round 1. This is Go Go Go!
Round 1. So go, go, go. This is how it works. We give each of our teams 60 seconds. One person will be the clue giver, trying to lead the other 3 members to guess as many words as possible in the given time.
That's right. Time sure flies when you have that 60 seconds, and you could do all sorts of action as you want. And before the program, we were able to find out who was going first, second, third, and fourth. And looks like going first with the letter Q. It's going to be Team Beat. So let's get you guys up here, and let's go, go, go.
We have Beat standing by, and I do believe Youngso will be leading her team members through the clues. If you guys are ready, here comes your 60 seconds.
Think that we do this to other when we want to see cute and just blink one eye. Blink one eye. This is some very large thing. Objective, very large.
Art?
No, large, just a word that representative large.
Pass.
That we wear something in our here, legs.
Pants.
Or just do like this.
Walking?
No, just
Run.
no.
Walk.
Yes. Or it's something that we have. Monkeys have this.
Tail.
Some weird things.
Oh, time is up.
Thank you so much to Beat. And we have Alpha student going second. It's their turn. Let's invite them up to the front.
Up next, this is Team Alpha student led by clue giver Yoongyung. You guys have 60 seconds on the clock. Let's go, go, go.
Pass. Oh, not short, it's long. No.
Height is
Tall.
okay.
Tall.
Oh, this is cosmetic.
Makeup.
No.
Pass.
Oh, 8 legs and it is not
Spider.
okay. At Halloween, we made this to jack-o'-lantern. Jack-o'-lantern. Pumpkin. Okay. The not stone. It's
a rock.
okay. Pass.
jelly dish of my nickname. Jelly dish.
Bean.
Okay. We go to here every day. Okay.
They were able to get 6 different words. Great job, Alpha students. Let's get you guys back up here. And now this time, we're going to invite Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four, they are up, and we have a clue giver, and it's actually, who is it, SJ?
It is Yoon-sung leading the way for Team Fantastic Four. So you guys have 60 seconds on the clock. Let's go, go, go.
It's like a lion.
Tiger.
Yeah. Here. It beats.
Pass.
We live in here.
House.
No, in the city, the capital of Korea.
Seoul.
Yeah. We eat this every day with kimchi.
Rice.
Yeah.
Scream.
Yeah. It is on the sky. We can see it in
Cloud.
no.
Sun.
No. We can see it in night.
Star.
Yeah. We use this to find something in
Computer.
No, in computer.
Explorer.
No.
Pass.
We go.
All right, time is up.
Great job.
That was one of the funniest answers. The answer was internet. Technically, he wasn't wrong, but
Right.
the answer was internet.
All right, great job, great sound effects, great performance from Fantastic Four. We're going to send them back up and have our final team. It's All for One's turn.
Last but not least, here's Team All for One, led by our clue giver, Hansol. Here's 60 seconds on the clock. Let's go, go, go.
This is what?
Mouth.
This red.
Lip.
Yeah. Huh? Lip and the two.
Teeth.
There's 2
Lips.
Yes. Water and
Eyes.
water opposite is
Fire.
yes. You do internet.
Computer?
Yes.
Smell.
Yes. In the sky there is something white.
Cloud.
Yes. It is. There is a square and there is a
Circle.
yes. Pass.
Yum.
Yeah.
Ball.
Wow.
Oh, so close. The answer was bat. He said baseball. Almost got
Yeah.
there.
That was very impressive. They had really good teamwork, churned out 7 words just like that.
That's right. Didn't think twice when it comes to the words that they wanted to pass. And with that, 60 seconds, 7 words. Great job, guys. Let's get you guys to join the other teams out there.
A very impressive job from all 4 teams. I think on average, these are some of the higher points that we've seen on Whiz Junior for the first round.
That's right. It's already a very, very tight race. So let's quickly jump into these scores right now. Just like I said, it is very close. Right now, after the first round, in the lead, All for One with 140 points, followed by Alpha Students with 120 points. Fantastic Four, a close 3rd place with 100 points. And Beat, you guys are still in the race as well, 80 points.
I can tell this is going to be quite a close edition of Whiz Junior. Let's keep it flowing with round 2. This is True or False.
Now this is round 2 with true or false. All you have to do is simply listen to the 5 true or false statements. If you think it's true, you press the buzzer for O. And if it's false, it's X.
That's right. So pretty simple. 5 statements prepared, each one worth 20 points. We're going to get started. This is your first statement. Listen very carefully.
Hospital prescriptions have an expiration date.
All right, is it true or false? Our teams discussing their answers.
They seem to be very healthy. Maybe they're not familiar
That's a
with
good thing.
prescriptions, right? That is a good thing.
All right, guys, we're going to give you guys 3 seconds on the clock. Let's get your answers in now.
All right, so we had a unanimous result. All are saying this is true.
All right, let's see if all of them get the points here. Is it true or false?
Yay, that's right. I mean, you don't want to take your prescriptions like a year after you get sick, right?
It's very dangerous, so make sure if it's expired, do not take your medicine. All right, all our teams, they add some points onto the board. Let's take a listen to our second true or false statement.
A celestial body that orbits a planet is called an asteroid.
A little bit of discussion for this as well. All right, we're going to have to give you 3 seconds.
Your answer's in now. All right, so all 4 teams this time, they said it is false.
That's right. So let's see if they're correct.
It is.
It is indeed false. I think the word we were looking for was satellite.
That's right. It's not an asteroid, but it's a satellite. All right, so far so good for all 4 teams out there. Let's see how they do in our next statement. Let's take a listen.
Asphalt is refined residue from the distillation process of petroleum.
That's pretty hard.
Yeah. I think this one's going to require a little bit of thinking. Okay, I'm going to stall for as long as possible before I have to say 3 seconds.
Let's get your answers in now. All right, this time we don't have the same answers for all 4 teams. Now, Alpha students, they said it's true, while the other 3 teams say it's false.
From Yoongyung's smile, she looks very confident. A big, beautiful smile from her. Let's see if she has something to really smile about. Yes.
It's true, which is why when they put on the asphalt in the streets, it smells like petroleum.
It does indeed. You definitely know when they're repaving the roads.
That's right. All right, kudos to you guys, Alpha students. But don't worry, we have yet another one. Let's take a listen.
Flamenco is an art form native to the country of Argentina.
Now, I know a lot of people actually have taken up this dance. So let's see how familiar students are. Get your answers in now. 3 seconds.
All right, so once again, we have one team who's going to go completely the opposite way. Fantastic Four says it's true, while the other 3 teams says it is false. Is it true or false? The answer, please. It's false.
That's right. It's actually not Argentina. We're looking for Andalusia, and you may not be that familiar with it. It's actually an autonomous region in Spain, which is probably why it's a little bit maybe less known.
Ah, maybe that's why. All right. Well, you know what? We have one more statement here, so let's take a listen.
Earth is currently in a period of the Ice Age.
All right. So we will give them a little bit of time to whisper and discuss.
Seems like some teams are ready to press their answers. So 3 seconds. Let's get your answers in now.
Well, I'll tell you, it sometimes definitely feels like the Ice Age in winters in Korea. But the actual answer?
Maybe that's why. We are actually in an ice age. I did not know that.
There you go. Some new knowledge for you all. And just like that, 5 statements, we flew right through them. Let's get a score recap.
All right, it looks like after the true or false segment of Whiz Junior, Alpha students now take the lead with 220 points. Alpha 1 in a close second place with 200 points. And in third place, we have a tie. It's Beat with 140 points. And Fantastic Four also with 140 points.
Like I said, after the end of round 1, this is a pretty close game. We're definitely going to stay on our toes to see who the final winner is. Let's go to round 3 now, though. This is what we call Word Up. This is is the one with all the writing. Word up. Basically, we have one category set for the day, and under that category, 15 scrambled words. It's up to our students to unscramble them as many as possible in 60 seconds.
That's right. I know the clock ticking here and there. The pressure is on, but once again, we do want to tell all of our contestants out there, spelling, check your spelling, because there's a lot of members of the team out there who miss out on several crucial points because they misspell it.
That's right. So double check your answers if you have the time. So our 4 teams standing by with their boards and markers in front of them. We will give you 60 seconds as well as the scrambled words.
All right, today's theme is weather.
Okay, so all 15 of these somehow fit into this broad category. So we see a little bit of teamwork. Usually how it works is 2 members will kind of do the thinking and I guess dictating.
Yeah.
And then the other 2 will usually write, and if they have the time, also try to unscramble some on their own.
Well, it seems like with Alpha students, they're just exchanging markers left and right and just going all out in this one. Already 20 seconds left on the clock, guys.
Now, for those of you at home, we invite you to also get involved and try to unscramble them. But remember, it's not as easy when you're actually in the studio doing it, right?
Yeah, exactly. And that tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. And speaking of which,
Time.
markers down, markers down, markers down, boards up. Well, our writers, our staff members, we all got busy and checked those scrambled words. And we got some interesting words here and there. Once again, some misspelled words as well, but overall, pretty good results.
Okay, so let's first take a look at those scrambled words. Let's look at the nicer, cleaner, unscrambled versions.
You know what's impressive is all the teams were able to get hail. Although we don't get a lot of hail here in Korea, right? So that was quite interesting. But nonetheless, once again, overall, all the teams did a pretty good job. And taking a look at the scores.
Yes, please.
All for One was able to get the most number of words with a total of 13 different words. Second, Alpha students with 10 words. In third, we had Fantastic Four with 9 words. Team B struggled a little bit here, but it's not over once again. They had 2 words.
It's okay, though. They still have the next round to catch up. But let's take a look at the scores then. With those additional points in round 3, we have All for One leading the way with 460 points. And then in second place, Alpha students with 420 points. And then following a little bit behind that, Fantastic Four with 320 points. And Beat is bopping along with 180 points.
That's right. We still have one more round in the first half of Whiz Junior, so we're going to jump right into that. This is What Am I? Now, this is round 4 with What Am I? We have a set of 5 riddles to answer for all of our contestants. And of course, with each hint that you get less points that you can earn. So if you can win it, get the answer right with the first hint, it's worth 50, followed by 40, 30, and so on.
That's right. So this is their opportunity to really play catch up in this round. And at the end of it, we'll have our 2 finalists moving on to the second half. Okay, so our 4 teams, they look a little bit on edge. Let's calm their nerves a little bit. Okay, and here comes the first riddle.
As technology advances, there is less use for me.
So far, we're going to start things off with 2 letters. This is worth 50 points. Remember, all of our teams, you only get 1 chance. If you get it wrong, you can't answer it again. So think carefully.
Any takers for this one? We will give you 3 more seconds. All right, no takers. So we need 1 more hint, please. This will bring it down a notch to 40 points.
I contain a lot of different stories and information.
Now 3 letters to work with, but no real takers on this one as well.
It's a little bit tricky to start things off. Here's 3 seconds on the clock.
Okay, hopefully this one will do the trick for our contestants. Here's your 30-point hint.
You can see me standing on the sidewalk.
Huh, all right. So, I mean, it's surprising because there's only 2 letters left, yet still no takers. Fantastic Four, I see.
Fantastic Four, are they going to do it? Yes!
All right, now you guys look pretty confident. Do you know?
Mailbox.
Mailbox.
Yes, that was absolutely correct.
Well, the answer was mailbox, and that was worth 30 points going to Fantastic Four. But don't worry, guys. This is our next riddle.
I make your imaginations seem true.
Oh my goodness.
Brain.
Brain?
Yes, we had the E reveal, which I think could have tipped him off. Now, Fantastic Four, unfortunately, you cannot answer for this riddle. All for one with Cheonggu.
Dream.
Dream. Yes, it's dream. That's the answer.
Yes, dream was correct, and that means 50 points for All for One.
Incredible. I had no idea it was going to be dream. But yes, all for one, getting the 50-pointer there. Good job. But don't worry. This is our next riddle.
I can stand up to earthquakes.
All right, this time all of our teams looking at the letter first. It's A.
Now, normally Korea doesn't have earthquakes, but we've been getting some
That's
recently. All right, 3 more seconds for you guys to work with.
All right, so with that, we're going to take a listen to our 40-point hint.
You see me often in artwork of the East.
Okay, nobody really showing any excitement, so I don't think they have anything yet. 3 more seconds.
All right, we've come down to the 30-point. Maybe after this, we'll hear the all again. Let's take a listen to our next hint.
I am hollow.
Ooh, we had Alpha students Yunsong.
Bamboo.
Oh, is it bamboo?
That's true.
It is indeed bamboo. Very
All right,
nice.
30 points to Alpha students. All right, let's quickly jump into our 4th riddle.
In Greek mythology, I am golden.
Okay. Ooh, another one for Alpha students. This will give them 50 points if they're correct. Yunsong.
Apple.
Apple? What?
It was apple.
Wait, everyone knew this? Now, I know Yunsong got the answer, but from the side, Hanso was like, ah. Wait, why is golden apple related to the Greek mythology?
Because the golden apple was the start of the Troy War, and the golden apple was written to the beautifulest god.
Oh, see, when you talk about Troy War, all I think about is horses.
All right, now you'll think of an apple and you'll associate it with it being gold.
Amazing.
Okay, well, I have to say, Yunsong wearing a very fashionable hat for Team Alpha students. I think that's his thinking cap.
I think it is.
Right?
We might have to check that hat after the show, all right? Well, you know what? We have one last riddle to take a listen to, so here's our 50-point hint.
I am hard.
All right, I think it's a little bit vague. Oh, never mind. It's Fantastic Four.
Stone.
Stone?
No,
Could have
I'm
been.
sorry. Anybody else?
All right, 3 seconds on the clock.
All right. So that means we have to bring it down a little bit. No 50-pointers, but here's 40 points.
People can lean on me.
B and an N to work with. Ooh, and all for one's Cheonggu.
Bench.
Bench.
Yes. That was great. Bench. That was indeed the answer. And that brings up all for one, another additional few points there.
That's right. We have now concluded the first half of Quiz Whiz Junior, which means it's now time to find out who had the highest scores. 2 highest scores, and we'll move on to the next round.
That's right. So a final score recap for the first half. All for one. They stuck together and it paid off. They have 550 points, putting them in first place, clinching their spot to move on. Second place, Alpha Students with Yunsong's thinking cap. We have 500 points for them, also making them a finalist. Unfortunately, Fantastic Four, 350 points. Still a great job, but not enough. And Beat with 180 points. Great job to Beat and Fantastic Four. And congratulations to our 2 finalists, All for One and Alpha Students. Let's give them a round of applause.
첫 번째 고고고가 제일 재밌었던 것 같아요. 그냥 몸으로 표현하는 게 그나마 가장 재미있었고 체험하는 것 같은 느낌이 들어서 스크램블 하는 거 생각보다 되게 잘할 수 있을 것 같았는데 많이 못 맞춰서 많이 아쉬웠어요.
OX 퀴즈에서 잘 못 맞추고 그 다음 코너도 잘 못 맞춘 것 같아서 좀 아쉬워요. 얘들아 수고했어. 사랑해.
It was my first time that I come out in TV. Yeah, I think it was fun and exciting. Yeah.
Go, go, go. The correct answer is internet, but I say the explorer. Then it is very fun.
We are kicking off the second half of Quiz Whiz Junior with Team Showdown. So we have narrowed it down to 2 teams, and they will be going one-on-one battle until they can eliminate all 4 members of one particular team.
That's right. It's going to be All for One versus Alpha Students. And because All for One finished off the first half of the program in first place, I do believe that Cheonggu, you are going to be choosing the first opponent. Do you know who you're going to choose?
Yes.
All right, he's ready. Who is it going to be?
Jungwon.
Jungwon will be the first opponent. So let's get both of you guys up to the stage. Let's battle it out. Now, kicking off Team Showdown, our 2 contestants today from All for One, it's Cheonggu. And for Alpha Students, it's going to be Jungwon. So, if you guys are ready, this is our first question.
Which number do all the following hints have in common? Number of Olympians in Greek mythology. Number of apostles of Jesus in the Bible. Number of zodiac signs.
All right, we're looking for one number that ties all 3 together. And Cheonggu was first to push
12.
the buzzer. 12? Correct. Jesus had 12 apostles, 12 Olympians in Greek mythology, and 12 zodiac signs.
That's right. So which means Jungwon, unfortunately, you have been eliminated. But before we do let you go, Cheonggu, your next opponent.
Yoongyung.
Yoongyung. So Cheonggu has eliminated 1 member. Yoongyung is here to now try to take him out. All right, if you guys are ready, here's your next question.
Coal is commonly found in everyday products. Pick the 2 items that use coal as a raw material. A. Fertilizer. B. Glue. C. Paint. D. Wire.
Seems like they're both kind of stumped on this one. 3 more seconds.
Yes, Cheonggu.
Glue and paint.
Glue and paint, B and C, is correct.
Correct. Great job. Yoongyung, she's still smiling. Lovely smile there. But unfortunately, we have to send you back up. Before we do, Cheonggu, who do you select as your next opponent?
Inso.
Insa, come on right up. Insa from Alpha Students is all ready to take on Cheonggu. Let's take a listen to our next question.
The following are all proper names of something. What are they proper names of? Swinger, Alhambra, Chambrun, Versailles.
Insa.
Palace.
Palace.
Yes.
Yes. Those were the names of palaces. So I'm going to try to not butcher this, but the first one is Finger Palace. That's in Germany. We had Alhambra. That's the one located in Spain. As for Schönbrunn, that's in Austria. And Versailles, which is, of course, France.
Very nice, Angela.
Thank you. Merci beaucoup.
Now, Insa was finally able to eliminate Cheonggu, which means now you get to choose who your next opponent is going to be.
Yewon.
Yewon. All right, Yewon, step on right up. And Cheonggu, you can now join your team. It's a pretty tight race right now. A pretty good team showdown so far. Insa versus Yewon is our next battle here. Let's take a listen to our next question.
Which two of the following sports are accompanied by music in competition? A. Cycling. B. Synchronized swimming. C. Triathlon. D. Figure skating.
Okay, so and we have one. Insa.
B and D.
B and D, synchronized swimming and figure skating?
That's right. So those are the two. Very lovely to watch with the accompanied music. That means, Insa, you've eliminated another member of All for One. Who do you select as your next opponent?
Yeon.
All right, step on up. All right, it's time for our next battle here. Alpha Students Insa versus All for One's Yeon. So let's take a listen to our next question.
Which animal appears in all three of the following stories? Three Little Pigs Fable, Romulus and Remus Myth, Little Red Riding Hood.
Yeon.
Wolf.
Wolf. And
Yes, Insa, she knew that one, but a little bit slower on the buzzer. Yeon, who do you want to select as your next opponent?
one more.
Yoonsung.
Yoonsung, Mister, come on down. This is a very close edition of Team Showdown. Now, Yoonsung is the only surviving member of Alpha Students. Let's see if he can take out Yeon. This is your next question.
The following statements have one day of the week in common. Which day of the week is it? The name of Robinson Crusoe's friend and companion. The biggest shopping day of the year in the United States. The unlucky day of the month that also coincides with the 13th.
Yoonsung.
Friday.
Friday.
Yes, correct. That means Yoonsung has eliminated Yeon. Now it's literally last man standing of All for One, last man standing of Alpha Students.
That's right. It's going to be quite a battle here. Who's going to come up on top? Well, Hansa, you're the only one left. Let's get you guys up here now. It's Yoonsung versus Hansa, the last two remaining for each team.
This is the determining round. Here's your potentially last question.
Which word fits into all the blank spaces? A hole in a lock, made for a specific purpose, blank hole. A word of significance, blank word.
Yunsong.
Key.
Key is correct.
Yes. So Yunsong has eliminated Hansol, meaning Alpha students win this round.
Now, if there's a Game 7 in sports here on Whiz Junior, we just experienced the 700-pointer, and it's very close right now.
That's right. So, giving you a score recap, pretty simple. Alpha students, they do have 400 points for those 4 eliminations, and all for one, they had 3 eliminations, giving them 300 points.
That's right. It's very close, and we still have many points to be earned. Speaking of which, we're going to move on to our next round. This is Brain Flash. Now we're going to jump right into round 2. This is Brain Flash. Now we're going to be seeing all these different kinds of words for our memorizers to memorize, and you only have 15 seconds to memorize 12 different words.
That's right. So not too much time. And then, of course, one member who's blindfolded and ears covered up, they'll have to try to find the common link between all the cards memorized.
That's right. Remember, it's which words you memorize that's going to help out your teammates. So also make sure you know which words you want to memorize. All right. So it seems like right now, Alpha students who are in the lead right now, Yoongyung is going to do the memorizing with Eunsa doing the, guessing. And for all for one, it's going to be Yeoyun who's going to be guessing with Cheonggu doing the memorizing.
All right, so Yoongyung and Cheonggu, here are your 15 seconds. All right, so a bunch of seemingly random stuff up there. 5 seconds already. And time.
All right, so now Alpha students in the lead right now with 400 to 300, which means Yoongyung, you have the opportunity if you're not going to be too distracted with your teammates bobbing. What's the first word?
Cheese.
Cow.
Denmark.
Denmark.
Baby bottle.
So far, so good.
Ice cream. Ice cream.
White.
Louis Pasteur.
Cheonggu.
Any more?
3 seconds.
Calcium.
Ooh, calcium. Yoongyung.
3 seconds.
It's always the last 4 where we start to see some hesitation. Cheonggu, do you have any more?
None.
None.
All right, so they're going to be even right now with
Yes.
4 words each. Let's flip those over.
Okay, I hate to end her party, but Eunseo's gonna have to get her stuff removed. Eunseol, I'm dying to know, what song was that?
I don't know.
Out of all the contestants that we've seen listening to music throughout this, she had the most fun, I think.
All right, so Eunseol, we're going to show you the cards that Yoongyung memorized, and if you could speak into the mic, the one common word you think linked them together. Anything coming to mind?
Milk.
Milk. So we'll have to put that on hold there. Now let's go ahead and see what Yeoyun is going to say. Hi, Yeoyun. All right, so Cheonggu memorized 4 words for you. Here they are.
Now, all of these have one thing in common. What is it?
Milk.
Milk. All right, so both teams said milk. Now, before we do reveal the answer, we're going to take a look at the other words that weren't mentioned.
Okay, so we'll see in just a little bit. If all for one and Alpha students are correct, is it milk? Yes.
All right, milk was the answer, which means both of you guys actually get the same number of points with the same number of words and also the answer. All right, still a tight race right now. We're going to switch places now.
So now we had the contestants switch amongst themselves. So for all for one, we do have Yewon doing the guessing at the end. As for Hansol, he'll be memorizing the words. And over on Alpha Students, Yoonsung will be guessing, while of course Chungwon doing the memorizing.
So if you guys are ready, here are your 12 words and 15 seconds.
Already down to 10 seconds. Soak it in.
All right, time's up. That was your 15 seconds now. Alpha Students still in the lead right now, which means Chungwon, you're going to be telling us your first word.
Barcode.
Barcode.
Score.
Score.
Phone.
Phone.
Dice.
Yes.
Page. Elevator.
So far, so good.
Pythagoras.
Pythagoras.
Heart rate.
Chungwon looks puzzled. 3 seconds.
Okay, Chungwon is all out. As for Hansol,
Calendar.
calendar.
Clock.
No clock. All right, so that's out for Hanso as well.
That's right. Now, we're going to flip those over. Now, because Alpha Students are still in the lead right now, we're going to get Yoonsung back with us. Yoonsung.
Your Michael Jackson hat.
Of course, he's got to get the hat in first.
And the intelligent glasses. All right. Yoonsung, your teammate Chungwon memorized 4 words for you. Take a look.
All right, all of these have one thing in common.
Number.
Okay, number was the answer from Yoonsung. We're going to flip that over and go back to all for one and bring back Yewon.
Hi, Yewon. Okay, so Hansol did a great job and he memorized 5 words for you. Take a look at them. And when you can think of a word, speak into the microphone and let us know. Hansol looks very nervous.
3 seconds.
Heart.
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 All right, so we have number and heart. Let's take a look at the answer.
It was number or numbers. So that means, all for one, you did get a little bit extra because Hansol memorized 1 more word.
That's right.
But Alpha Students gets the points for guessing the correct word.
That's right. All right, so that was another intense round here on Whiz Junior. Before we do move on to our final round,
Yes.
it's time to take a look at the scores.
All right, taking a look. We have Alpha Students with 760 points. As for All for One, they're following in second place with 580 points.
That's right. This is a lot closer than our contestants think it is because, of course, as we always say in our final round, we could get 300 points, 200 points, 100 points. You just never know who's going to win.
That's right. So it can go in either direction as of this point. We're going to jump into that last one. We call it Final Battle. These students have come a long way, but finally here they are, Final Battle. At the end of this round, we're going to know who are our Whiz champions.
That's right. And of course, depending on which category and how difficult the questions are, you're going to get a range of 300, 200, or 100 points. But now let's say you listen to a certain category and you're very confident with this category. You can pick up the
chance card.
That's right, which means your team gets to answer that question. But if you get it wrong, it's going to be minus 100 points.
You get the sole rights to answer, but of course that does come at a cost. So think carefully before you use it. Why don't we first take a look at the categories for today?
All right.
So these are our categories. We usually start it off nice and easy, right?
I don't think we've ever seen currency before. Let's do currency for 100.
Most drawings on banknotes feature famous historical figures or monuments. But in 1993, France issued a bill using the main character from this novel. The bill was very popular, particularly among tourists visiting France. This novel was written by French author Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. What is the name of this novel?
All right, this one is worth 100 points. Yes, all for one?
The Little Prince.
The Little Prince. It is indeed. In Korean, we do translate it as the young prince, right?
That's right.
But the same thing, the little prince. So that gives all for one 100 points. Let's take a look at what our next category will be.
The Upo Nup wetland in Changneung and the Yongnup wetland near Daeamsan Mountain are protected by the Ramsar Convention. The Ramsar Convention is an international treaty for the conservation and sustainable use of wetlands. The convention was named after the city of Ramsar in this country, where it was signed in 1971 by 18 nations. Formerly known as Persia, what is the name of this country?
A little bit of discussion going on here.
Intense discussion, actually.
Exactly, but I don't hear any buzzer. All for one.
Iran?
Iran? Correct. Hansel had a little question mark at the end. He wasn't as sure, but that was absolutely correct.
That's right. Now it seems like with that 200 points, All for One is taking a lead here. Can they hold on? Well, we'll have to see our next question. Which category is it?
Why science for 200?
All right, no chance just yet.
Male, testosterone. Female, estrogen. These are names of the most representative kind of this for human males and females, originating from the Greek word for set in motion. This regulates our physiology and behavior from growth and metabolism to sensory perception and mood. What is this?
Oh!
All for one again.
Hormones.
Hormones. Absolutely.
That's right. That was worth 200 points. So high fives going around with
Nice.
All for One. They're increasing their lead, but remember, it's not over just yet. Let's take a look at our next category.
Food for 100.
These days, vinegar extracted from this is becoming popular for diets. Most people mistake the rough outer layer of this for peel or bark, but it actually is the result of over 150 tiny fruits that have joined together. This is a very popular tropical.
Alpha students,
Pineapple.
pineapple.
Correct.
Hey, Angela.
Pineapple, pen. I know, SJ. I know you were waiting to say that the second that came on the screen. I know.
We've been working together for the past 19 episodes.
We have a pen, apple, but it's pineapple.
Exactly. All right. I'm not going to be singing that, but this game is not over just yet. Let's see what our next category is.
Astronomy for 300.
No chance yet. Anyone using the chance? All right, it's gone.
In the days of old, people in Western cultures took this as a bad omen. Folk etymology suggests that this came from the Old English word for betrayer. This describes an additional full moon that appears within the same calendar month. What is this?
Now, if All for One gets this answer correct, it is over. So the pressure is on for Alpha students.
That's why I definitely think Alpha students are discussing extra hard to try to get this. They want to stay in the game.
Alpha students?
Red Moon.
Red Moon.
Oh, all for one for the victory?
Blue Moon.
Is it correct? Does that mean All for One takes this championship?
Yes!
Correct. It was not Red Moon. Oh, it was Blue Moon.
That is correct. You know that saying, once in a blue moon, right? Well, with that,
Yep.
we have today's Quiz Whiz Junior champions. Congratulations to All for One with 1,380 points. But Alpha students, you guys really fought hard. You guys are our runner-ups here on Quiz Whiz Junior with 860 points.
Now, obviously, so Alpha students, they do look a little bit disappointed. But did you guys have fun today, at least?
Yes.
All right. You guys did not lose because you were ill-prepared or because you weren't intelligent enough. Clearly, they knew their stuff.
That's right.
So for future students out there, can you give us some tips on how you prepared, perhaps?
Don't hesitate.
Don't hesitate.
Yeah, I know. With her, I saw her. When she saw something that she didn't know, pass.
She did
Pass.
not hesitate.
Pass. She didn't hesitate. It worked out for her in the first half.
That's right. And Yoon-sung, does that hat help you think a little harder? Or is it just fashion?
Just fashion.
Very nice. All right, as for All for One, congratulations, you guys. Great job. What do you think was the little difference that helped you to win today?
Luck.
Luck. They're being humble bugs.
Well, All for One, great job. Let's give a round of applause to our two finalists and our winner, All for One.
최선을 다해서 후반전 가면 좋겠어요.
우리 학교의 최고의 모습을 보여줄 수 있도록 노력하고 싶습니다. 화이팅! 화이팅!
All these different teams here, they have different... That was yet another exciting and entertaining episode of Quiz Whiz Junior, and I get this sweet hat from Yoon-sung.
I know. I thought it was like Yoon-sung aged a little bit fast forward into the future. But great job to our students, and the hat looks very good on you as well, SJ. Any students out there looking forward to joining us on our program, we invite you to check out our website. That's www.arirang.com.
That's right. We're looking forward to seeing more students join us here on our program. But until then, do join us here on our program, same time, here on Quiz Whiz Junior.
This Arirang TV program is brought to you by Hwangwoo Books and Yerimdang Publishing Company Limited.
Team Beat, music cue.